One, two, three. Hello, my Arsenal future rights. How you all doing? Happy holidays to all of you. And if you celebrate Christmas, I hope you enjoyed your Christmas. We're now got the 27th. We've got the 27th now, 27th of December, 2025. So we've had a couple of days after Christmas, and we're here to preview the game. Give you a quick preview of the game against Brighton, Arsenal versus Brighton in the Premier League. And yeah, we're here. It's not give you a bit of a preview and tell you what we think will happen, our predictions, our score predictions, the lineups that we think will actually go with. And I couldn't wait until 2 o'clock because there's so many things to do. Family coming over for dinner and so on because it's a festive season now, and so I don't really celebrate Christmas, but some of my family members do, and I don't, sort of like let my views go over their views, and my opinions go over their opinions. So they don't come and see me. It's no problem at all. It's all about family and looking out for the ones who are poor and the ones who are homeless and the ones who are unfortunate at this time. So you look after those around you and look after your family, look after yourselves and each other. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. You know how to do it. You know what to do. Don't forget to share the videos if you can as well, please. Much appreciated, and we'd be very grateful if you could do all these things to help us grow as a channel. We're growing anyway, thanks to you guys as well. Because without you, there's no us, as I always say. You're the ones who give us that drive and that determination to keep putting up decent quality content. And we can still get better. We could still get a lot better. We could still improve. We're aiming to improve for the year of 2026. And also, if you can smash a like on the videos as well, leave your comments down below and hype the videos. Hype the videos, man. There's a new hype facility there now, which has been there for maybe, I don't know, a few months. So if you can hype the videos, we'll be really grateful and very appreciative of you if you can do that. Yes, and Arsenal play against their bogey side Brighton and Albion today. Sorry about that, because I've got a bit of an itch here. Sorry about that. Yeah, and so we'll play against our bogey side. We've got two bogey sides in the Premier League. One of them is Aston Villa, the other one is Brighton. And so it's going to be a difficult game. We know it is. Brighton will come to Arsenal. They won't set up a low block because Brighton don't play with a low block. Brighton will come to attack. They'll be coming to win the actual game. And they've got a good record at the Emirates. I think they've won about 4 times at the Emirates in the last 7 years, I think. Not just in the Premier League, but they've won in the Cups as well. They've won in the Carabao Cup, and they've won about 3 times in the Premier League, I think. So they've won a number of times against Arsenal, at the Emirates, not their ground, but at the Emirates. So that is a very good record, So last season we drew 1-1 at home. I think when there was a situation with Declan Rice, didn't he get sent off? And we drew 1-1 at their ground as well. And those were 2 of the games that really cost us the title, in my opinion, And the game against Fulham, the 1-0 draw. But I don't think it was in the race anyway. But if we had a glimmer of hope, if we had an outside chance of winning the title last season, then those were the games that we should have won. And then we didn't win those games. And so you see what happened. Liverpool ran away. So, but I don't think Arsenal or even Man City were really remotely in the title. It was a 1-horse race last season, and Liverpool were very lucky that Arsenal and Man City just weren't on it at all. But this season, we look as though we're on it. We look really fresh. I know we haven't been playing well lately. As I look over, it's 0-0 against Man City, between Man City and Nottingham Forest. It's actually just after half time, so they're coming up for the second half now. And so so it's 0-0, and it's been a drab game. But anyway, we don't talk about that another time. It's about Arsenal. So this is what we think the lineups will be up here. Look at the lineups here, and I think this will be the lineup. I don't know if we can get the official lineups, and we'll try and pull it. Look out for the community post on this YouTube channel, and then you can see it there. If we have the time to pull it up, that is. But I think the team will be something like this, as expected, more or less. And I think that's all with the team, and it's a good team. And hopefully we can get the 3 points. And we're very good, especially if City were to either drop 3 points or drop 2 points against Forest. and then we win out. We win this game against Brighton, and then we're back to four. We're back to three. So it's 2 points. So if they lose and we win, it's 5 points, isn't it? If they draw and we win, it's what? It's 4 points. Yeah, yeah. So that means that more or less advantage Arsenal because if whatever we do, they've got to copy it. And if they copy whatever we do, even when we get to when we play at when we play at the Etihad, even if they beat us, we could still win the league. So that means that we don't have to go to the Etihad and actually have to win or actually have to get a point. We can afford to lose at the Etihad and still possibly win the league. So that will be very good for us. But if City were to win this game and we slipped up, then it's looking peak, as they say, and it more or less City advantage. But hopefully, we need your prayers, guys. We need you to say a prayer. We need your prayers, man. Hopefully, Forest could beat City today, and we could beat Brighton today, and then everything will be so perfect. Then we go against our next game will be against Aston Villa, another bogey side, as I said, as we all know. So we're to beat both of our bogey sides at home in succession. That would be something. And we got after that I forgot what we got after that. We've got the FA Cup, haven't we, against Portsmouth away. Then we've got Liverpool at home in the Premier League again. So hopefully we can. There's some hard games coming up, but I think we can win all those games. I think we could win against Brighton. I think we could win against Villa. I think we could win against Liverpool, and of course before that in the FA Cup against Portsmouth. So hopefully we can start looking like we want to win a trophy. Because for the last few seasons we look trophy allergic. We look like we're allergic to winning trophies, and we have been allergic to winning trophies. So we've got to start winning because the pressure's on Arteta. If he doesn't win this season, if he doesn't deliver, then for me he has to go. And many fans think this as well. But we'll talk about that another time. My stance of Arteta. I don't think he's a man for the job, but we'll see what happens. He might change my mind down the line if he wins the Premier League or the Champions League. For me, the Carabao Cup and the FA Cup ain't enough. If he wins one of those with a title or with a Champions League, fair enough. But on its own, it's not enough. But anyway, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. And so there you have it. I think I'm going to go for. I was going to go for 3-1. I don't know if we're going to score 3 goals. I don't know because we're not playing expansive enough to make it. We created a lot of chances in the last game against Crystal Palace. And by the way, we still haven't done the review of that match, and I try to do the review of that match tomorrow if I can. But yes, but that game we're not creating clear cut chances. So I'm hoping that I don't know. I think Brighton will score because they do normally score against us. They do normally score against us. So I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go for 3-1 Arsenal. Hopefully we can score 3 goals today. I know, and I've got a funny thing. Goku's might score today in open play. That is, yeah, 3-1 Arsenal. Brighton have not been. To be fair, Brighton it's the first season since they've been up that Brighton look a bit vulnerable because usually they've had some fantastic players. They play some very good football. They look threatening, but this season they look a bit vulnerable at the back, and they don't look. They look a little bit disjointed at times. But they're ninth. I think they were either 8th or 9th place, so they're still decent. So we mustn't underestimate them. So I'm going to go 3-1 Arsenal, hopefully, and that we could not, we could beat up Brighton, and we can keep up the pressure of winning the league. We're going to have to keep because these are the sort of games we have to win. These are home games. We're going to win all our home games. We have to win all our home games. With City breathing down our necks, because when we go away from home, we seem to not be with it, especially in the last few games against Sunderland, against Aston Villa, and against Chelsea. We've looked a bit off the pace, and even the game against Everton, I think it was last week. Was it last week against Everton? I think it was, wasn't it? Yeah, we looked off the pace, and so yeah, we need to start looking convincing in our games and try to score some goals. Yeah, I'm gonna go with this team as you see, and then what's your scores? Give me your score prediction. Put them in the comments down below. Yeah, you look after yourselves. If you're at the match, hope you enjoy it. Take care. Travel safely, to and fro, And this is why I always say that as Arsenal fans, we need to watch what we're doing, because last week against Everton to the new Goodison Park, I still haven't got the name of that stadium. Bloody hell! Against Everton at Goodison Park, we chanted. I can't remember the name of the chant, but it's an old chant which has run for about 30, 40 years, and it's about the Dockers in Liverpool, and it's about people from Liverpool in general, that there's a certain perception of them that they're very, very poor, and that they're working class, and that they're just poor. And then there's a football chant which relates to that, and we sang that chant, and they didn't like it, and we should have stopped, and our fans didn't stop immediately. They stopped afterwards, but they didn't stop immediately. Not every one of our fans in the ground was singing it, but a large section of our fans started singing it. And then when Everton fans uh, didn't cheer with them, there's normally when it's banter, then the opposition fans, they join in. But this time they didn't join in, and they said they didn't like it. And then our fans slowly got the message, not immediately. And then there was complaints after the match about the chants that we were singing. And Arsenal fans, especially our fans, we need to be very careful, because it seems like a lot of teams have gone in for our fans, and for our club in general. So we need to be very careful what we're singing. And if there's any doubt of singing a certain chant to an opposition, a group of to the opposition fan base at the ground in a game, don't bother singing. Just leave it alone. Yeah. We have to learn our lessons. It's okay if Liverpool sing it to Liverpool or so on, but when we're coming from down the south, we're a southern club, Southern England English club, and I think they take it a little bit differently when it's coming from somebody like us. So we've got to be very, very careful what we're singing, yeah, and hopefully it doesn't happen again. And that's why, as I said, as Arsenal fans, we've got to be very careful what we're doing, because it seems like there's a lot of scrutiny around us. Yeah, so take care of yourselves. Bear that in mind. And Robbie from AFTV, he broke it down so well last week on his fan cam about what it all entails. I think he even went and done a separate video on it and gave a bit of history behind the actual chant itself. So that was very, very good and very educational. And so we have to be very careful what we're singing as Arsenal fans. Just watch what you're singing and watch what you're doing when you're around opposition fans, and just keep it safe, yeah, because I hate when there's scrutiny against our fans and against our club. I hate it so much, and I've been seeing this happen to our fans and to our club for the last 40 years. We get it the most. For some reason, I'm not playing the victim here, but for some reason, nobody likes us. So just be careful, guys. Yeah, you look after yourselves. Hopefully, Arsenal win today and to cheer up to keep us believing in the title. So I'm out. Adios. Come on, you Gunners. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Take care.